Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste a Malbec, but not a normal Malbec, a Rose Malbec, in a second. So, as I said, it's a Rose Malbec, and that's a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
It's from Argentina, the home of Malbec. I don't know if it's a home, but it's certainly their signature
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So this one is the Trivento Malbec Rosé. I purchased this one. I think it's available in other stores as well, but I purchased this one from Tesco's. It's £7.50. So that's a good price.
That's a very good price.
Good price. Now, you're not really a rosé man, are you?
Not in general. I'm game to try most things. So but if I was in a restaurant, that's what you've heard. If I was in a restaurant, I wouldn't particularly choose a rosé.
No. And the reason behind that?
No, but in fact, it probably stems from days gone by. Back in the day, I definitely, depending on the food I'm going to eat, would then dictate what I'm going to have. But rosés were almost, I don't know, and I'm probably, this is just a mind thing. In my mind, back in the day, rosés were looked on as either cheap or girly.
Nothing wrong with girlies.
I'm not saying that, but that's what was in my head probably, and still. Don't get me wrong, I've tasted some beautiful rosés, some absolute stunning ones. It's not my first port of call when I do go.
No, but I believe there is a little bit of resurgence in rosés. They're getting a little bit, whereas before they were very much the sort of volume, get them out there, sort of top shelf. Well, not top shelf, sort of the price.
Yeah, and they were also very sweet. I mean, I'm just thinking over the weekend we've just said that, and over the weekend I was having a beautiful Provençal rosé with a friend. We went through actually a couple of bottles, if I'm honest, and that is beautiful, delicate. But yes. People's opinions have changed of rosé because, like you just said, it used to be very sweet. Your white Zinfandels were the main one, weren't they? And they had less alcohol in there, so more sugar in there. But now, I've said this before, we don't sell one sweet rosé anymore. All our rosés are dry.
Yeah, and Brad Pitt did a lot for that, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Brad Pitt and
Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, that's him.
Go on.
Well, no, because they had this Provence.
They did, yes, yeah.
It's all of a sudden it became a little bit more,
Yeah,
on trend.
There's a few out there. I mean, the Whispering Angel is a very well-known rosé, and again, it's nice. But I can think of better Provençal rosés that I would prefer. The one I was drinking on Saturday, but yeah. So this is. Let's have a go.
It's funny when I like a wine, it doesn't seem to have the same sort of cachet as when Brad likes a wine.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, I don't really understand why. But
me neither. I mean, what has he got, John? Other than a vineyard?
Apart from looks and money and sophistication.
Sophistication. Come on, John.
Right.
Shall we have a go look at the colour?
Let's have a look at the colour. Have I shown the guys the bottle?
I don't believe so, no.
No, we'll have a look at the bottle and the label. Here we go, just in case you can help you spot it in the aisle.
Mm-hmm. So
look at the colour.
Yes.
That's salmon. That's really lovely salmon colour.
It does look good, and that salmon colour looks inviting, doesn't it? You wanna give that a go, don't you? Yeah, it looks good. That does look.
It does look. It looks the business.
Yes, it looks perfect. It looks not too light, not too dark.
Yeah.
But it almost, looks like that delicate thing that I was talking about with the Provençal roses. Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Okay, let's go on the nose. Oh, I'm disappointed.
I'm with you. I was expecting a lot more from that. A lot more.
It's almost got that synthetic. I don't know that. Flavouring type, chemically.
Yeah, I'm getting a hint of.
It's obviously not, but.
No, I'm getting a hint of strawberry in there, but it's not like you've just said that it's a synthetic style, but that it's a hint and nothing more.
It's really, really struggling to give anything. I mean, it's not a horrible smell, or it's just. Yeah, it's something you go. I mean, if you were given this in a party or you're drinking with some friends, you smell it, you wouldn't bother to actually go, oh, what's that? You'd just go...
No, okay. You wouldn't be getting any...
No.
You just kind of... I think it's a bit meh.
A bit meh, yeah.
But it's okay, but we all know sometimes the nose, sometimes the palate can vary.
We can taste.
That was the plan, John. That was the plan. Sorry. I thought we were going for the natural progression of things, but ooh. Should have waited for you.
It's a bit nothingness.
I think I'm just staring out. I'm trying to find.
Firstly, again, a shutter comes down on this one, doesn't it? You know, whilst it's there in your mouth, the fluid's there in your mouth. You get. I'm not quite sure what the taste is. I can't really taste strawberries. A slight sweet, almost like a slightly sweet liquid, but that's really all I'm getting.
I know what you mean. I think I'm getting the strawberries, but like I say, it's a sweet. But again, it's not sweet, is it? But there's something there that makes you. Is it because it looks pink? Is it the smell? I don't know. But you're right. The shutter comes straight down again on that, doesn't it?
This for me, if you're at a party or you're some friends and you're talking and the wine is just like 10% of the evening, and you're just using it, just to keep your thirst really. That's fine, but there's no way I'd want to sit down with this and
no. It's and I have used this term before, but this one particularly I think deserves. It's one-dimensional, is that there's nothing backing it up there, which again, absolutely fine. I tell you what, this would be a perfect wine for folk who are on the first steps towards on their wine journey.
Okay.
Especially, and I don't mean this in a bad way whatsoever. This is my thinking. If a lot of youngsters who are starting on the wine journey, I mean,
they're like me.
Just like you, John. Just like you. I mean, but then again, we always say it's a style that some people might like. But I reckon that's a good one for people to start on because, like you say, it's not too offensive. I can't say anything overly nice about the wine, but on the flip side, I can't say anything. There's nothing offensive there. No, it's a good thing that you'd say that. If you were in a party and you were drinking it, you wouldn't be paying it much attention.
No. I mean, you wouldn't be spitting it out or anything because it's not. It's not unpleasant, but it's not perhaps the best way of putting it. It's not a wine drinker's wine.
Yes, I'll give it.
I think it's a casual. Someone that's just into wine, just maybe has a casual glass of wine. They won't find it offensive. If they're not really into sort of wine tasting as such.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the one dimension, and I think we have had some wines that have been one dimension, but in that dimension they've been very good.
Yeah, there is something to that dimension. Yeah. Whereas this one,
this is very sort of, as you say. It's again, maybe I'm overstating it. It's not horrible, but it's just. It's meh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. But you can't really put it down, not as in physically put it down, we can't put it down as a wine because that is something, that might be the gateway for somebody who does, who's not fancying wine particularly, starts on that taste buds change, moves on up. It's horses for courses, as always.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
In general, for me, again, we always use it. We'll go back for a second glass.
No, and I think that obviously it's a vineyard. It's a massive company. So obviously they're selling these by the thousands of bottles.
Yeah.
So there is obviously an audience for it, a customer base for it, and people that really enjoy it. Just for me, it just doesn't.
Which again, then I mean, what was the price on this one?
£7.50.
So £7.50.
That is a great price. I really love the price. Mm-hmm. But we have had, recently we tasted a Grigio.
We did. That was
$7.50, and that was excellent. There was so much depth to it, and the taste, and the length, and everything, the balance.
Yeah, you are completely correct. As a back-to-back on those two, you'd be like, if someone gave you those two, said their same price, which were you going for? Grigio every time, isn't it? You wouldn't give this a second look.
No, or we wouldn't. Some other people may, of course. Yeah.
So then, a food pairing.
Oh, food pairing is going to be really difficult because it's not very. I'm just worried about it actually being saturated by anything you might have with it. So, should I just do the food first? Are you okay for me to do the food first?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'd just say some grilled chicken salad is really all I'd attempt with this. Maybe or plain grilled fish with a little bit of butter. I wouldn't try anything else. I think would just overpower it.
I'm trying to think of something that's delicate enough to.
I think then I went for some reason. I think because of the previous one, my mind went to asparagus. I think even asparagus would kill this.
Oh yeah. Because I do love asparagus. I'm trying to think what cheese. and it's going to have to be something again delicate and easy. I'm going to say, and this is in no ways a bad thing. Just something like a very, no, I'm not going to say that word. A Wensleydale. Wensleydale, yeah, nice and easy, I should say. Classy but easy. Not over the top, so it's not going to kill the flavours there. But I think that should go together nicely without killing each other.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah, and I think would you? I know you don't, and even I was thinking because I know you don't have bread with you. You're purist. You just have the cheese. And I think with this one, I like bread normally with the cheese and the wine. But with this one, I wouldn't even go for the bread because I think that would be just.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And that just a simple sourdough loaf would kind of take everything that's got to give.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to the score.
Okay. Okay, again, price-wise, it's not horrifically priced, but if I'm paying, as we mentioned, that grill was much better. So I'm going to have to, there's not much I can pick in there, which I think I'd have to, at this point, or at that point, for me, there's not a lot of redeeming features in that particular wine, so I am going to go with, there we go.
And I am going to go for 70.
We're spot on this time, John, spot on 70. I think we're not doing an injustice by saying 70, and it's just our opinion on that again. But as I say, I can't personally think of anything, a time and a place where I would have that, or a time and a place that I'd spend $7.50 on it.
If I was actually scoring that on my personal likes, it'd be sort of the low 60s.
Right.
But I was thinking, taking your point about sort of people that are just entering the wine market and getting used to it, I can see that it would have its attraction. So I didn't want to take it down based on my personal. So that's why I give those extra.
I think we were fair there, John.
Okay.
We were fair.
Good. Okay, guys, well, if you get to taste this, let us know your thoughts, let us know if you disagree with us, and also if you have any other ideas about what to match with it, we'd be pleased to learn about those in the comments. So, until the next time, when we may be tasting a red Malbec.
Yeah, I think we should release videos back to back. Yeah, I think that's a good point, John. What you said, in the past we've tried a white Malbec and a rosé Malbec, and neither of them we've given good scores, and I think there's a reason behind that. It just simply might not suit being white or rosé. Just stick to the big red ones.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see if we can find one that's nice. Anyway, white and rosé. But until then, guys, we look forward to seeing you next time. Chin chin.
Chin chin.